Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package to unbox. It's pretty big. I think I know what this is. I just want to confirm. Yeah. So this is from Mini Katana. So Mini Katana is a online retailer, and they sell samurai swords and stuff like that. And I reached out to them because I saw this knife on JS Bladecraft's channel, on Joe's channel, and I thought it looked pretty decent. M390 titanium button lock. So I hit them up and just was like, hey, I'd love to check it out. And they were like, sure, dude, let us send you a bunch of shit. And I was like, okay. So this is what I wanted to check out. And they sent me a hat. Actually, it's over here. So all this stuff, this came separately, which I'll give this away. So if anybody's interested in this hat, check out my live streams on Thursday nights. And they have a denim jacket, which is absolutely insane that they sent me a denim jacket. I don't know why I think that's insane, but hey, it's pretty wild that they would do that. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I don't think I've ever worn a denim jacket. I don't know if I will wear a denim jacket. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely not wearing this denim jacket, but that's cool. I'll probably give this away too. What the heck? That's wild. Okay. Gotta love these guys. And then there's pens, samurai pens. Is there a sword in here? Because that would be pretty cool if there was a sword inside. But I don't think so. I think it's just a refill. It's very large. It's a twisty. It's a little big, man. It's a little bit large. Okay. So we have a samurai pen and apparently another samurai pen. 2 samurai pens. Okay. These are definitely getting given away to you guys as well. So you guys are winning here. That's for sure. What? Wasn't there just another? There you are. Like, I swear I saw that refill in here. You got an extra refill. All right, let's check out the knife. So it says Invictus Blades, which, okay. I guess it's not under the Mini Katana brand. Now, I did ask them, there's nothing else in here, by the way. I did ask them who the OEM is, and the guy on their Instagram said, I'll check with the team, and then I never got a response on that answer. So I don't know who the OEM is. I might try to make a guess, but it's probably just an OEM, you know, that we've never heard of, or one of those really big ones over there, like Sanrenyu or something like that. This is M390. Decent blade stock. Comes down to a, not a super thin edge, but it's definitely slicey. It's going to do the job. Sharp. Now, they do list this at 62 HRC, which I believe I saw another video from Jared over at Neves Knives, and he was going to test that. I don't know if he ever got around to it, but maybe we can find out there. The flipper action feels really good. I mean, I'm trying to kind of feel out the detent. It doesn't feel super strong, but just the way this flipper tab is jimped and shaped and angled, it makes you just want to rip the shit out of it, and it flies out of there. I mean, it feels great. Really digging that flipper tab. Here's the button, obviously. Yeah, maybe a little cutout. It's almost like a faux cutout. Nothing really in terms of blade play or rock. You do have a little bit of handle left over at the end here. I wish, you know, that's not necessary. You could have made the blade a little longer or shortened the handle. This is what they're calling red carbon fiber, and I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it before. It's not dark matter. It's not fat carbon. It's just red carbon fiber. So it's like a marbled carbon with red in it. It's not bad. Ergos, it's comfortable in the hand. You got some jimping here. It's in the right spot for me. You have what I would consider a flipper choil. So you can choke up here onto this. Now you got to be careful because obviously you could hit the edge. So depending on your style or whatever, you know, you may or may not want to do that. Man, this feels good. Can I flick this? Is there a fuller? No. Okay, interesting. So there's no fuller, but it almost looks like something's going on there. But yeah, you can't get a good grip on any of it. Now, one downside I would say immediately is this looks to be a bead blasted blade, which is going to be more prone to rusting. I have rusted my fair share of M390 bead blasted blades. Just something about M390 and bead blast for me that doesn't get along. Like my Microtech Anax was one of those. The action on this is really good. Try spine whacking it. It was one good whack. Try it again. I always like to re-engage the lock. Yeah, that's pretty damn solid, dude. We didn't create any rock or anything after that. Feels good. Yeah, it's got a little bit of stick, which is good. That means it's locking up, in my opinion. I think that's a good thing. Now, I wouldn't go ahead and just, like, trust this. It is a button lock. You got to be careful with that. But, yeah, I mean, I saw some people were not too excited about the price. I think it was, like, $225. And then they offer 15% discount codes. I think they'll give one to anybody. I didn't ask for one. And they didn't mention it, but I think, like, if you watch another review on this, you'll find a 15% code. I might ask them before I post this. If so, I'll put it down below. But you can just search mini katana knife or something, and you'll be able to find a video and get a code for 15% off, which makes it like 100. It makes it like $200, basically, right? Actually, it'd be less than that. And I don't understand why anybody would complain about that. I mean, M390, titanium, carbon fiber, milled pocket clip, possibly 62 HRC. That's the claim. I mean, I don't even think 225 is an issue with this. I mean, sure, you can get knives from, you know, Kaiser or whoever with similar materials for less, of course. But even then, I mean, look at Kaiser. You get their nicer models are usually S35 and they're like 160. So you add a little bit better steel. And I would argue, well, I don't know. They use titanium and carbon fiber, but I just don't see an issue with this price at all. Ergos are good. Yeah, I'm not a big flipper only guy. That's kind of my only hang up here. You know, it'd be cool if it had fuller as well, but I mean, it's fidgety, it's fun. It's got a fantastic flipper tab. This is one of the best button lock flipper deployments I've ever felt. Not gonna lie. One of the best button lock deployments I've ever felt. Let me grab something to cut as I step all over the denim jacket wrapper. That jacket's awesome. All right, so Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Reich. I wonder if Reich is the OEM for this. Or whatever. Katuo or whoever the parent company is or parent shop is with that. Just because it kind of does give me a little bit of Microtech vibes. But also, you know, yeah, having that bead blasted blade, blasted tie. I don't know why I'm getting those vibes. But like I said, it's probably an OEM that we don't, you know, associate with stuff a lot. Like, you know, there's a lot of OEMs over there that just make a shit ton of knives for a shit ton of people. And it really comes down to the price you want to pay. That's how good of a knife you can get from China. You know what I mean? Now, I guess there's standoffs. There's no backspacer. So it's really just two slabs of tie. So that could be an argument for it should be cheaper. But yeah, I'm not hurting on that. Man, and there is no detent lash. There is always detent lash. Even on the best button locks. Like, this is one of the best I've tried. Oh, this one barely has any either. Hell yeah. So we're starting to see better retention on these. Great. Maybe it's because it has a stronger spring in it. But yeah, usually there's like just a little bit of in and out on a button lock. This has none. I mean, it's not moving at all. And I am literally addicted to flipping this thing. It's insane. Could the spring be stronger? Sure, it could be, but I don't think it needs to be. I mean, I haven't failed it once unless I try and just, you know, do that. But if you pull that, I mean, if you do it like a normal deployment and drag it down, you're going to fire it. And if you really fire it like you're supposed to, you're going to enjoy the shit out of it. So what do you guys think of this? I think it's freaking sweet. Yeah, I'm impressed with it. I don't know, this clip's interesting. Let's try the clip out real quick. Take this knife out of my pocket. You guys will be seeing this later on. I'll do a full review on this. They're getting their Kickstarter all figured out, so I wanted to show it to you guys once it's actually available. But this is the Vosteed Ankilo. Yeah, clip is great. I mean, it's not the strongest retention, but it's good. I don't know, man. I dig. Here's a Stout V2 for size comparison. 3.3 inch blade on the Stout. It's just about identical in size. So you're looking at about a 3 1/4, 3.3 inch blade, and you're looking at about 7.5 overall on this knife. Button lock, clearly on bearings. What kind of bearings are we rocking? Let me get my flashlight out. They look to be the standard, standard brass caged bearings. Yeah, I mean, the stick is really minimal. It's a good amount of stick. It's like just enough to make it feel secure, but not enough to hang you up at all, you know? I wish. Yeah, I'm pressing the button though. That's the one problem left-handed with button locks. They're hard to flick, but I mean, it doesn't matter in this case because I'm not gonna reverse flick it. But you can't get enough traction on the blade, especially because it's so smooth. So this is a flipper only. I mean, you could count the lock as an option if you want. But I like this damn thing. This is cool. Comfortable in the hand. I mean, so what are the downsides? The downsides are the bead blasted blade. That's a choice, right? They went with bead blasted. They could have done a stone wash or a machine satin for the same price, right? Bead blast isn't going to be cheaper, but it's not going to cost more either. So basically when you're doing something like this, the blade finish, if you want like a belt satin or a hand satin or some kind of crazy DLC polish, it'll cost more. But if you just want like straight DLC or bead blast or stone wash or machine satin, that's all kind of included in the price. So I would have loved to have seen them up this to a belt satin, or even just do a I don't know, something. I just don't like bead blast. It does look good, right? So if you're looking at it purely aesthetically, if you're not like a knife nerd that collects knives and has had shit rust on you and whatnot, you probably would go, damn, that looks great, the combination, right? It's just not the best finish for this steel. Reversible clip would have been cool just because it's a button lock. It's pretty ambidextrous. I would have appreciated that as a lefty, but necessary? Not really. Yeah, I dig it. Don't have much else to say. So if you guys want to check this out, I will link Mini Katana below. I think they did offer to have me sign up for their affiliate link. And I told them what I tell everybody. I'm not going to sign up until I actually handle something that I like. And if I really like your products or whatever, then I'll happily sign up, you know. Now, I do really like this. But, you know, samurai swords and stuff, it's not really my jam. So I don't know if I need to sign up for the affiliate link. I think I'll just link it for you guys. I do recommend it. I think this is great. But I don't know if they're going to have other stuff that I'd be interested in checking out or anything and promoting and whatnot. But I really appreciate them sending this stuff along, and especially this knife. This thing is good. I don't know what I expected. I think I expected something lesser than this because they're not like a pocket knife company, you know? They don't make folding knives. And some of the other knives I saw on their site were like Damascus, like the gas station-y looking stuff. But this is a quality made pocket knife. I mean, this is a good knife. Good materials, titanium M390. Again, assuming that that is accurate, but I have no reason to believe it's not, right? Comfortable in hand, sharp as shit, has a thin enough grind for everyday carry. The price to me makes sense, right around 200 bucks. M390 titanium button lock, hell yeah, dude. Sure, you can get something cheaper, but you're not going to get this design cheaper, right? So, yeah. All right, Dem's my thoughts on the Mini Katana button lock knife, the Invictus blades knife. Don't have a name or anything for it. Oh, wait, it does have a name. It's like the X folder or something. Shit, it's on my phone. Let me look it up real quick. It does have a name. I swears it has a name. I swears it. Z1 folder. It's called the Z1 folder. And if you're into swords and whatnot and anime, they seem to be intertwined. Anime and swords. But these guys are legit. Like, I watched their reels. They're funny as shit, by the way. Check out, you probably know them already. They have like 8 million subscribers on YouTube, but Mini Katana. But like, these guys, at least one of them is an actual ninja. Like, the dude can do roundhouse kicks and like fuck shit up. So, you know, they may be nerds, but they're nerds that can fuck you up, which is probably the sickest kind of nerd, right? That's the coolest kind of nerd that there is, really. So So yeah, anyway, check it out. Link below. Thank you to the mini Katana guys. Really appreciate you very much for sending this my way. And for the denim jacket and the pens. I really wanted some of that freeze-dried candy, but I didn't have the balls to go order some because I probably shouldn't eat that much candy. I have a 3-year-old, so that's a good excuse, but, you know, it did look good, though. Anyway, love you guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.